Well, we are continuing to follow breaking news this hour. Alex Murdaugh sentenced to 2 life terms for the murder of his wife and son.
After a nearly month-long trial, the judge delivered a blistering rebuke of the disgraced former lawyer who once again had professed his innocence.
I respect this court, but I'm innocent. I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my wife, Maggie, and I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my son, Paul.
Well, and it might not have been you. It might have been the monster you become when you take 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 opioid pills. Maybe you become another person.
This murder trial may be over, but the Murdaugh story is not.
Yeah, he is still facing a litany of other charges, more than 100 of them in separate cases. Among the charges, financial crimes, drug trafficking, and fraud. NBC News correspondent Ellison Barber is in South Carolina now with that part of the story. Ellison?
Hey guys, yeah, on top of those 99 other crimes, police are also looking into 2 other deaths of people that lived and happened their deaths kind of within the Murdaugh family orbit. Watch.
22-GS.
Alex Murdaugh, the privileged son of a powerful South Carolina legal dynasty, now a convicted murderer for killing his wife and son. The spotlight shifting to other possible crimes and mysteries surrounding Murdaugh and his family. The former lawyer disbarred last summer is also under indictment on charges of serious financial crimes, including fraud, money laundering, and tax evasion. During his trial, prosecutors said Murdaugh committed the murders to distract from his financial troubles. Under cross-examination, Murdaugh admitted stealing money and lying about it.
You were generating millions of dollars in fees. That was not enough for you. Would you concede that?
If by concede that you mean was I also stealing money that I shouldn't have? Yes, sir.
He believed the murders were related to a deadly 2019 boat crash involving his son, Paul.
That boat wreck is the reason why Paul and Maggie were killed.
The crash, portrayed in a new Netflix series, killed 19-year-old Mallory Beach, whose family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Murdaugh. Paul was allegedly driving the boat and had a blood alcohol level more than 3 times the legal limit. A spokesperson for the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources told the Post-Courier in 2021. The case also prompting investigators to revisit 2 more deaths of people in Murdaugh's orbit. In 2015, 19-year-old Stephen Smith, a classmate of Alex Murdaugh's older son Buster, was found dead on a road 10 miles from the Murdaugh home. Police initially believed his death was a hit and run, but in 2021 opened an investigation based upon information gathered during the course of the double murder investigation of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. They have not directly accused the Murdaugh family of any wrongdoing in the case. Alex Murdaugh has also confessed to stealing a $4 million settlement from the sons of his family's housekeeper, Gloria Satterfield. Satterfield died in 2018 after an apparent trip and fall at the Murdaugh family home. The family and their attorney spoke out for the first time with Craig about her death.
How much money did the family get after Gloria died?
0.
Police also reopened the investigation into her death, which is still ongoing.
Ellison, is there any sense yet of which, or if any of these cases Murdaugh will face next?
So it will be those financial crimes, and those are actually all going to be done together. It sounds like a lot, so it's hard to wrap your mind around the idea that that would all be one case, but that's how they're planning to do it at this point in time. I will say, in some ways, this case that we have spent the last 6 weeks hyper-focused on, the double murder of Maggie and Paul Murdaugh, that's not necessarily done either, because we heard from Alex defense attorneys today that they do plan to file an appeal, and they've said they plan to file appeals at the state level and also federal level. So we might see movements on the appeals related to this case first, but then soon after, at some point soon after, we should see some movement on the case related to those 99 financial charges, and then we'll be monitoring the other ones as well. Aaron?
Ellison Barber in South Carolina, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.